Welcome, friends, to Kit's Myths and Mysteries. Here we delve into stories of the strange and unexplained events that have happened in a world you thought you knew. Today's tale is about Zozo, the spirit of the Ouija board. Our story begins in the small seaside town of Dungeness Bay. It was a place of quiet shores and gentle waves, till a grim discovery shattered its peace. The bodies of 75-year-old Eric Ward and his wife Mildred were found washed up on the beach. The community was shaken, and the local police were baffled. There were no immediate suspects, no clear motive. It was a tragedy wrapped in a mystery. Soon after, the couple's adult son, Clayton Ward, arrived from California. He worked as a technology specialist for a major Silicon Valley company, or so he said. He spent 3 days in town, speaking with investigators and grieving his parents. But his job was demanding, and he had to return. As he left, he made a strange promise to the police. He told them that when he came back, he would bring clues that would undoubtedly identify the murderer. The detectives were skeptical, but what did they have to lose? 6 months passed, the case grew cold, and leads dried up. Just as hope began to fade, Clayton Ward returned to Dungeness Bay exactly as he had promised. He didn't come empty-handed. He presented the police with a detailed list of clues, peculiar, specific details about the crime that only the killer could know. He assured them this information would lead them straight to the person responsible. Following Clayton's enigmatic clues, the police investigation gained new life. They focused their efforts on a new person of interest. 7 days later, they brought in a man named Stephen Hawks for questioning. Under the pressure of intense interrogation and confronted with evidence they shouldn't have had, Hawks broke down, confessed. He admitted that he had killed the Wards. The case was closed, a stunning success born from the most unusual of circumstances. But one question lingered in the minds of the detectives. They asked Clayton, "Where did you get these clues? How could you possibly have known these things?" Clayton's answer was chilling. He calmly explained that he was part of a small private group that solved crimes. Their method, a Ouija board. The day after the confession, Clayton returned to California, his work seemingly done. But the police still had questions. They needed more information about how he obtained the clues for their official report, so they tried to contact him. The address he had given them in California, it didn't exist. The phone number he provided, disconnected. They even checked with his supposed employer, the major tech corporation. They had no record of a Clayton Ward ever working there. It was as if the grieving son had vanished into thin air, a ghost himself. This is where the story takes an even darker turn. For those familiar with the lore of the Ouija board, the name Zozo is infamous. Zozo is said to be a powerful, often malevolent entity, a demon spirit that frequently appears during Ouija sessions. But some believe that Zozo can also be protective, forming a strange bond with the person who holds the door open for it to enter our world. So we are left to wonder, could the mysterious son, Clayton Ward, have been more than he seemed? Could he have been a manifestation of Zozo itself? When the group consulted the Ouija board for answers about the murder, was the door left open just long enough for this entity to pass through, taking on a human form to deliver its own brand of justice? A man who never was solves an impossible crime using a spirit board, then disappears forever. A chilling thought, isn't it? The grieving son might have been a protective demon, stepping into our reality to avenge his parents. Be sure to join us again on Kit's Myths and Mysteries for another true story that has taken place in a world you thought you knew. Thanks for listening, and don't forget to subscribe.